All right, let's take a look at section 10.4, area and circumference. When you have a rectangle, the formula for area is length times width. Okay, so we've got our length and we've got our width. We multiply those together and that gives us area. A square is just a special type of rectangle, a rectangle where all the sides are the same length. So while technically this is length right here and width right here, with a square we generally call it S for side, and this is S and this is S. Since they're the same length, it's a square, so S times S is S squared. But if it's easier for you to remember, you can think of it as length times width. All right. So you decide to cover the path shown. So this is our path right here. And we want to cover it in bricks. And we need to find the area in order to determine how many bricks we're going to need. So because this is not a standard shape, what we're going to have to do is we are going to have to divide the shape up into shapes that we do know how to find the area. So I'm going to draw a line right here, which will give me two different rectangles. So I have this rectangle right here, where the length is 13 and the width is 3. So my area would be my 13 times 3, okay? And then I need to find the area of this rectangle right here. Well, so to find this rectangle, let's see if I can move that right there. I know from here to here is 3, and I know from here to here is 6. What I don't know is this entire length right here. All right, so I know from here to here is 6. The question is, what is it from here to here? Well, right here, I know it has to be 3. Right? So from here to here is 3, and so here to here is 3, and from here to here is 6. So all together, that's going to be 9 feet long. So my area for this rectangle is going to be my 9 times 3. So all together, total area is going to be my 13 times 3 and also my 9 times 3. So 13 times 3 is 39, 9 times 3 is 27, and that gives me, what, 66 feet. And because it's area where we multiply feet times feet, that will give me 66 feet squared. Let's move this back over, I think. Get it out of the way. All right. And there we go. All right, now let's find the area of a parallelogram. A parallelogram, if you think, so here's my parallelogram. Here, 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 here. And so what would happen, or I want you to imagine cutting off this triangle right here and shifting it over here. Well, this is what it would look like, okay? Well, as you can see, it looks like a rectangle where, and again, this is in the way, okay, where the width, we call it H, try again, we call it H, and the length, we call it B for base, Okay, so the area of a parallelogram is our base, which is equivalent to our length, times our height, which is equivalent to the width. Okay, so base times height. Now, be really careful. Do not use this measurement right here for the height. It is not the same thing as the actual height, which goes this way. So watch out for that. Okay, so find the area of the parallelogram. Area is base times height. And our base is right here, which is 8. And our height is right here, which is 4. By the way, these pictures sometimes are to scale, but usually not. Just go by the numbers they give you, even if it doesn't look exactly right. Just go by the numbers they give you. All right, 8 times 4 is 32. Our unit, centimeters times centimeters, which gives us square centimeters. Sometimes we say square centimeters, sometimes we say centimeters squared. It really doesn't matter. It's the same thing, and sometimes we write it like this. Doesn't matter. In math, we tend to write it this way, but either way is fine. All right, let me go back to this prior picture right here. And I'm going to divide up this parallelogram into 2 different triangles. So notice I have this triangle right here, and I have this triangle right here. Well, if I wanted to find the area of this triangle, notice it is half of the parallelogram. Turns out this triangle is also half of the parallelogram. So that's actually where our formula comes from for area of a triangle, is 1/2 base times height. Remember, base times height was a parallelogram, and I'm just taking half of it. So half base times height is the formula for a triangle. All right. Again, be really careful that you're using the correct measurement for the height, okay? That has to be at this 90-degree angle here, and they'll show you with a little square. All right, so area is 1/2 base times height. 1/2, our base is right here, 16. And so the base is going to be perpendicular to the height. The height and the base are going to be perpendicular to each other. And so my height then is 10. All right. Half of, you guys should be able to do this in your head. What's half of 16? Half of 16 is 8. Oops, I'm getting ahead of myself. And 8 times 10 is 80. And what's our unit? Meters. Meters squared because it is area. And I think that's where I wanted to stop for this video. So